AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
You have just entered the building with your boys, King and Sane. Welcome to Shop Talking Random-ish, where conversation rules the nation and no topic is off limits.
You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Now welcome your hosts, Rick King and Will Sane.
Greetings, Atlanta, America, worldwide internet. Thank you for tuning in to WWWE 1100 AM The Real. You're in Shop Talking Random-ish with King and Sane. I am Will Sane.
It's your boy Rick King. I am in the building. I am behind the glass. I am on the boards. I shall be, I am.
We got the super duper producer Greg in the building. Greg is still trying to do the technical work. But Greg, tell the folks what up.
Yo.
Back
Hey,
to
Big
Rick.
Shug. Hey, Big Shug. Hey, don't do that ish no more.
What do you do? What do you do?
Hey, don't do that ish no more.
Hey, that
Big
wasn't
Shug.
on me, man.
Look at Big Shug. Don't do that ish.
Don't blame me, bro.
Man, you had us looking crazy
You
last
can't
week.
blame me.
Oh, last week?
You had us looking crazy last week. Had
You
us back
can't
to the
bl-
one
that
shot.
wasn't
Hey,
my
back,
fault,
back to the ancient days.
You had us back to the one shot last week, man. Don't do that ish no more, man.
Oh, you got to train us how to do what you do.
No. Hey.
Get somebody in here.
Hey, no. Great segue.
Great segue.
Hey, Big Shug. When my internship start?
Well, planned to be after the election, but
But see
the
what
votes have
happened?
not been certified.
You have to wait till the certification.
So it's going to be, it might be the first of the year.
First of the year.
Yeah.
DT says it's going to be overturned. He ain't
Late,
getting off.
latest inauguration day.
Ladies, I'm not.
DT done turned into Reverend Jesse Jackson. I got hope, or keep hope alive, or whatever it is.
Amen.
Jesse used to say that's what DT doing now.
Amen. Y'all know what this thing. Hey, y'all know what this thing is. This ain't never some good old fashioned barbershop style conversation. In this here barbershop, there is one rule and one rule only. That hold up, no. In this here barbershop, no conversation.
It's taboo.
You talking junk over there, Tick?
I just want you to get it right.
Hey, pull the mic. I want you to pull the microphone a little bit closer to you, Tick.
Don't start.
Hey, y'all know what this is. This ain't never some good old fashioned barbershop style conversation. In this here barbershop, no conversation is taboo. We ain't got but one rule and one rule only. Will, what's that rule?
That rule is say what you mean what you say. Just don't be mean when you say it. Hey, to be a part of the show, to come on the show, to give your thoughts, ideas, please dial 404-603-8770 or
If you're in your mammy basement, please let her know this not one of these 99999999999. Please let your mama know this not one of them freaky deaky numbers. Every now and then it does get a little freaky, but it definitely not gonna get freaky tonight.
it should not.
No, it's not.
should not.
It's not. But please let her know that the call is on us. You can call us at 1-888-926-7562. You can also find us right now. I'm talking about right now. On Facebook Live on the TAL Talking Random-ish. That's TALK. The comma up top.
Catastrophe.
N. TALK, comma up top.
Catastrophe.
And Talking Random-ish. And new tonight, hopefully, is it Greg?
No.
Never mind then.
We'll get it next week.
We'll get it next week. We ain't need to talk about it
We
then.
got it.
Right now,
I figured it out, but it was too late.
Okay, well, we are on Facebook Live right now.
It's great work, some more magic.
Yes, sir. But you can also catch us on Apple Podcasts. You can also find us on Google Podcasts. You can also find us on Amazon Music Podcast. And you can also find us on Spotify Podcast. Find us, like us, talk ish about us,
Give us some
spread
love,
us. We need your likes. We don't need your likes. What we need is your shares and your hate. Hate makes the world go round and will make us popular quicker.
Yes, sir.
Let us get that hate. But right now you can find us right here, right now. The barbershop is now open. What's good, my brother?
What's good, baby?
Ain't that what's good with you?
Living the life.
How you been?
Living the life, living the dream. I've been good, man. I can't complain, bro.
Oh,
What about yourself?
well, I've been living the dream, but it's probably a nightmare. Depends on who
nightmares
watching.
too. Dreams are nightmares too.
Yes, sir.
It
So,
happens.
you know, but you know how we do. We gonna make it do whatever it is it's supposed to do.
That's what it is. People, y'all don't want to hear us complain. Y'all want to hear us to talk about things.
Yes, sir. Tonight we got my boy in the building. What's good with your boy? What's your name? What's your name? Why you in my barbershop, my brother?
I'm just here because you called me.
So it's that easy.
That easy.
It's that easy.
Not all the
Say,
time.
I like
Oh,
the
thank you. Huh?
I say I'm like the police. I'll be here because you called me.
You called me. It's that easy. Had I known it was that easy, I would have called you a long time ago. Because I thought I had to persuade you to get here.
Typically, you would.
Yeah,
Typically,
yeah. Okay.
So you got to pay for the services.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a good cause.
Hey y'all, I don't know if y'all know. I see every now and then I see on Facebook they say, do you have friends from 20 years ago or when you? But I got one. Well, I got 1, 2, 3, about 5 or 6 of them.
So you got to have a crew of them, man.
I got a crew of 'em.
Got a crew
And this guy is one of them. Tick,
What's up?
we like to call him Tick Master,
In the house?
Side Dog. Yeah, roo, 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 roo. Yes, sir. One of the original Side Dogs. Yes, sir.
Boy, you going way back.
Yes, sir.
We
Yeah.
got to keep it clean.
Okay. That time to show. No, that's a later show. When I'm gonna have a side all meeting right here one night.
Bring them up, man.
Hey,
Let's
man.
meet the folks.
But
Just don't throw up no hooks and everything. So
No,
you
we
don't
ain't got
get
no
confused
hook,
with it. So you don't get confused with them other dogs.
nah, we ain't got no. We
Have the
ain't got
boys
no.
waiting outside for y'all and everything. And I got to be
need-
mediated up in
We
there.
don't need them kind of problems.
Don't need that. Don't need that.
But nah,
Boys like
me,
they lift
me,
too many
me-
weights.
me and this guy go back. I was in the 4th grade. He was in the 3rd. me and his brother Lee. Me and Lee probably been in the same class since the 4th grade. For 4th grade till we graduated high school, we had a class, at least a class together.
Okay.
And Kevin, who was supposed to be the little brother, he's actually our big brother. He probably the one that had most sense.
He had the most sense.
Yeah.
That's usually
Had
what
to keep
happens,
him in
man.
line.
Yeah.
The little ones.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
well,
the little ones.
no. But look at him though.
Yeah.
Apparently, and
See, now I
then we was
agree.
all no. He was bigger in stature and mental.
And mental capacity.
Yeah. We had some. Yeah.
Sometimes you need that, man.
Hey, man.
Those people like that.
It plenty nights by the grace of God and Kevin and Mike really.
Mike, yep.
But Kevin and Mike really. is how
What's
we
up, show enough?
Yes, sir. Show enough.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But man,
I gotta give a shout out real quick, man. To interrupt,
Go ahead.
I gotta give a shout out real quick.
This your show.
Shout out to the folks last night, Young Jeezy and Gucci Man. Gotta give a shout out to them, to Atlanta's finest, to Georgia stand up, Atlanta stand up, Mactown stand up, Jeezy, Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all stand up too, cause y'all let them move here. Hey, shout out to the whole South after what happened last night. We had those guys got together after about 15 years of beef, and they squashed it. Hopefully it's squashed on a versus challenge last night. If you didn't see it, I think they re-airing it on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
I
It's
think you
on
go
YouTube.
back and catch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, to me, it was legendary, not just because of the ending of the beef, but also, man, because of for me, I never really watched the whole verses before, and that was like my first time ever watching a verses like from the rooter to the tutor.
No, I watched that Erica and Jill.
The Erica Jill.
Oh, yes.
Oh man, that's too. I had to be with somebody if I watched that.
Boy, they make
I would have to be with a woman to watch that.
I needed them alone.
I can't watch it by myself.
I
I've
needed
been
them
with
alone.
I've
I needed
been
some
with
alone
feelings.
time with both of them.
I've been with feelings.
I held myself and everything.
But I loved it, man. If anybody saw it, you can hit us up and say whoever you thought won. I think Atlanta won. I think Georgia won. I think the culture won. That's who won last night.
See, Rick.
So
That's
he's
what
one of
I
them.
said.
He's one of them.
See, this is what I was talking about.
What's that?
Hip hop won.
All up and
culture
down
won.
the
I think
Facebook
culture won.
timeline, people were like, people were picking sides. This happens every time they do one of
Oh,
these.
yeah.
People pick sides.
Yeah.
and then at the end it's like, oh well, the culture won.
Well,
Of course, the culture won. There's no winner. This is just
this
people
time
playing music, having a good time.
This time it really was a culture win to me, and the reason why I said it was a culture win is because it was a point of it that really, like, everybody who has anxiety, all you see all down my timeline was, hey, my anxiety was flaring up. I think everybody's anxiety was flaring up.
Well, actually, I think I seen a lot of anxiety before it even started.
It was
because you just didn't know because
What
of
was
the
going
legendary beef
What you didn't
between
know,
Jeezy and Guwap.
you didn't know, especially with these rappers getting murdered and everything in these streets.
Bro, we had another
recently.
one. We just had another one.
Man, it's getting crazy, man. And so to see those guys coming in, man, and then everyone knew it was gonna happen. And when that Truth beat came on, and when the Truth was played, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this: the Truth is the realest, hardest diss track ever. I know you can love. I love Hit 'Em Up. I think Hit 'Em Up. You couldn't respond.
I think No Vaseline
like
is the
what,
best.
I think lyrically it is. I think I can agree with you lyrically. But when I say the realest and the hardest to me, nah, man, it's the Truth. Because because those are, it's more so facts. It's not about no, oh, you getting ran by a manager with no Vaseline. Nah, you ain't really get screwed by the manager. You ain't get rammed up his butt by, this guy and that guy. So cute, that was lyrical. That was cute. But when I say the realest one to me ever I heard was the Truth. And when it played last night, I think everybody who's heard the song before, who knows about the beef, who knows what went down, I think everyone was like, okay, what is going to be the response?
So what was Jeezy at? So how did Jeezy handle it? Because I at that point I'm really not a Guwap fan like that. So I watched bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
And then they did like a typical Negro hip hop show. Started late.
Jeezy responded like a grown man, and that's what I liked about it. Jeezy responded like a grown man, and he basically made the statement that, hey, look, when I called you about this, I said to you that this is about what's going on right now. Basically, he was telling them about with all the guys. He started naming all the hip hop folks who just been killed recently and everything. And he said this is about this. And that's what I liked, and how they ended the whole show with them doing So Icy together, which I'm not a fan of that song, to be honest with you. I never been a fan of that song, to be honest with you. But I liked that how they ended it with solidarity, and then they said, hey, we going to the compound, come to the compound. I was like, I ain't going to no damn compound.
Stay away.
I ain't going to the damn compound.
Hey, that Rona out there, boy.
It ain't the Rona. It was,
And then
it wasn't the Rona.
and the ninjas.
The Rona ain't what I was scared of.
And the ninjas.
Woo!
Hey, them ninjas was out there too.
Dims was out
Boy.
there. That's what I was scared of out there. I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say scared. I was cautious.
Hey, let me ask you something. Wasn't it legendary that they had it in Magic City?
Oh yeah,
That was
the scene where they
that
had,
was so class.
You can't pick a better place. They had it in Magic City, and I'm going to tell you, man, I'm glad that they showed up late. Like a lot of people complaining about them being late. The music that was played, prior to them showing up, I mean, it was a party.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, but
Man, I had my TV turned up like in the house by myself. My neighbors.
what was you drinking on?
Oh man, what I had? I had this is vodka that I got and everything. I can't get
Volta?
Well, yeah, they ain't
The black bottle?
They ain't paying me. Yeah, the black
black
bottle.
bottle. Okay.
Everybody know me. Know I drink the black.
That's some good.
The
That-
black
yeah,
bottle.
that black bottle
But I had
good.
the black bottle mixed with some other stuff and everything in it. And I was, and my neighbors. I know they don't listen to that kind of stuff. They more like Kanye, Twitty, and Garth Brooks type of people and everything. I know they kind of trying to figure out what I was doing over at my house. But yeah, man, it was a great vibe last night, man. So shout out to Jeezy for doing it. Shout out to Gucci Man for doing it. And I respect those brothers for being.
Do we need to shout out
solid.
T.I.?
For what?
Because I heard he.
T.I. I ain't gonna. Go ahead.
No, and I don't know how true
Oh,
this
he
is.
hasn't done one yet, right?
No, I heard he bowed out at this one so that can happen, so that this one can happen.
They did. Well, you know what? I ain't gonna say shout out to T.I. because T.I. was gonna get bumped. Because everybody wanted this one.
But this one, but
It started off as being T.I. versus Jeezy.
It was T.I. versus Jeezy.
Well, at first they wanted Jeezy and Guwap, but Guwap was like, no, I ain't doing no verse till you pay me. And so Guwap wouldn't do it at first. So then when T.I. couldn't do it with 50 and others, now I'd rather see.
Well,
T.I.
50 wouldn't do it.
See, I'd
right?
rather see T.
From what I understand,
correct.
50 wouldn't do
50
it.
wouldn't do it, but I think 50 doing it with the game now, which I ain't gonna tune into that. But I
No,
want
that's
to.
but that's
I ain't
another
gonna
one.
tune into that.
No, but for
Everyone
the
wants to see 50 versus Ja Rule for the jokes.
I don't even want to see that.
I
I don't
wanna
want to see
see
no.
it
I don't
for
want to see
jokes.
no
It'll
two
be for the
crooning
culture.
jokers.
I want the
That's
jokes.
another one. That ain't.
Ja
because
who?
I know Ja who. Exactly. I don't see no crooning jokers.
hey,
What's love got to do with it? I don't hear no damn sound like what's that monster name? Frankenstein singing the
Cookie Monster.
goddamn sound like Frankenstein.
hey, but you can. Hey, hold on. But you can't lie. Ja Rule got hits.
Man, I hated all
Yeah.
of them.
But he got hits.
I
bet you would. I bet you ain't hated when they came on in the club.
You want to bet a
I
bet?
bet you didn't go sit down.
I bet you I
bet
did.
you did, cause she was still
I ain't a
doing
dancer.
that. Because she was bagging it up. You tell
ain't
me
a
you said it. Don't lie now.
I sat down. She sat on my lap.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Cause I told her I don't like them.
Boy, come
So she sat on my lap.
You know that what it was.
She said, "All right, well, you sit down. I'm sit down on you. All right, then I'm sitting down because I don't like that. I'm protesting.
You protest.
I protest
You
Ja
protest Ja Rule at 50.
Yeah, man, I hate both of them, man. I
Hey,
hate
but,
both
hey,
them
but let me
cats,
tell you
man.
what's funny to me though. It's always been funny to me how 50 clowned him for his style
And
then
then
he
took
stole
it.
Then straight took
Thank
it.
you. I thought I was the only one who
No,
felt that way.
no. He
Exactly,
straight took
bro.
his style and started singing.
That's why I can't stand 50. That is the exact reason I can't
Hey,
stand
dog,
50.
I like 50 though.
Money talk.
No, man.
I like 50 because 50 is a bully.
You can't
and you
diss
can't
my-
stop him.
You can't diss me about my style and
He
then
is
take
petty,
my
petty
style.
Pendergrass.
He took it. He clowned you about your style and took your
But
style.
see, I don't like 50 with all these memes and stuff. You too thick to be doing memes like this and that and childish like that.
Man,
you too
who
slow.
gonna tell him? Who gonna
Who
tell
tell him
him
to stop?
Nobody can tell him to stop. 'Cause Nobody can stop.
I mean,
he a troll. He like a Donald Trump.
he got TV shows.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
troll.
He's got his own alcohol,
Yeah.
other businesses,
What's his
properties.
alcohol anyway?
It's a cognac.
Effing.
Oh,
I know he had
vodka. It's a
effing.
vodka.
I know he had
Vodka.
effing vodka.
But he has a cognac, too, I think.
Oh, he got a yak?
It's all about staying relevant.
Yeah, it is.
And he definitely
I give
does
him
that. He
I
does
give him
that well.
He just starts
And he
something.
doesn't even have to make music to do it.
Because his
His music is trash. He need to stop making
sucks,
music.
man.
Well, I mean,
His music is
has.
trash.
That's like the
has
first
stopped.
album. I think just the first album is just the only thing that I was like.
Get Rich Die Trying, which is a
But
classic.
but I really don't
His
care about it in
mixtape-
the club.
But he had a lot of
maybe I'm not
mixtapes.
the only person who just doesn't. I really don't like in the club.
He had a lot of mixtapes that was jumping.
Did he?
Yeah. That's how he first
The
got
only-
it.
the only-
To raw. What's
That's
on?
the-
To raw.
to rob
How to
To
Rob.
how to rob a rap. Yeah, how to
about
rob.
rap star. That's
That's
the
what
one I
put. That's
remember.
what got him noticed.
Yeah, that's what I remember. That
In the club is
I think
accessible.
That's the
I don't
that's a
like that
crossover. That's a crossover hit.
Accessible.
I never like that song. I think it's just I don't know. It's your birthday. Go shop.
There's no. Turn your mic back on. Turn your mic back on.
Yeah, you just talking.
I like any song in the club that make the girls turn around.
It ain't no. So
There's-
you're working with a
there's-
bad dad. Whatever.
There's no philosophical message
Nah.
in the
No.
club.
No.
There are no special bars that
Nah.
people
Yo,
quote.
yo.
That's it. Go
It was
shawty.
accessible.
It's
It
your
was-
birthday.
It's all about
It
the
was-
hook, man.
It was
it.
number
That's
one
it.
on the
Hook.
pop charts.
Of course it was. It was probably competing against Britney Spears and I'm a Genie in a Bottle or something.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
My bad, man.
That
But
was
yo,
Christina.
but once again, man, shout out to these folks. Who's in here, Genie in a Bottle? Who was it?
Like Christina
It was
Aguilera.
Christina?
Yeah, Kevin.
Oh, what did what did
You
Britney sing? Which one did Britney sing that was popular?
I'm a slave for you.
Oh, okay. Slave, Genie in a Bottle, same thing to me. I know which one it was. It was no, you know, hey, he bought a CD, man. He bought a CD, whole CD. I ain't talking about the single
Hey,
either.
Rick, it's the first song on that Neptune's mix.
That's your Neptune mix. That's
Neptune's
your,
mix that you hate.
Yeah. So you got two fans.
What's this?
You and Tick.
I'm a slave. Well, you should have snapped after that one, boy.
Hey y'all, we gonna take a break, and I know we taking it early, but when we come back, we gonna get into what we here to talk
Gotta
about.
gather ourselves.
We're gonna get here to talk about because we got my boy Kevin in here. Kevin is a therapist. And
You got to be
You
careful.
better
with
clean that up, boy. You better clean that up.
therapist, a therapist.
You
No.
better, yeah, you better
He's
clean
a
that
Short
up.
A. Short A. Short A.
Short A.
You gotta say it
Yeah,
with short A.
you gotta clean that one up, boy. we got these people out here who want to cancel culture. We got to cancel culture.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes,
We ain't
yes.
even there yet to get canceled.
Hey, we ain't nobody. We don't want to get canceled yet, huh?
Heck nah.
But yeah, we got my boy Tick in the building. I'm gonna call him Tick, and
That's cool.
I'm gonna call him Tick because he Tick master to me. But we got him in the building because tonight is the Friday before the holidays, and you know how we do Friday before the holidays. We like to get in here and talk about the holidays, but we like to take the holidays from a different point of view. We in the barbershop. In the barbershop, you have all kind of conversations, and the conversation we're gonna have tonight is about some of the depression that comes to some people around the holidays. And we got my boy Tick in here in the building. We gonna get into this conversation when we get back. So y'all please hold on, catch us. We on Facebook Live right now. You can also catch us if you want to holler at your folk, 404-603-8770. We will be right black.
You was playing when you was saying you was ready. I'm knowing you ain't mean it when you told me you was tired of life and just wanted to leave it. You was drinking, so I ain't really paying no attention. Took you back to your crib and dropped you off with the intentions of getting with this Asian. I've been off in vision, something exquisite. Had to spit that game, she was vicious. I'm hopping back on 610, punching a drop. On my way out to her house, I started noticing cops. Something telling me to turn around and follow these dudes. Normally I wouldn't consider, but out of the blue, I'm busting to you. I get off where they get off at. Well familiar with these streets, just where I came up at. Roadblocks, yellow tape, crime scene, they say. What the just happened? I just left this place. Get out and start walking, asking fraud, what's up? Looking at me, days like faces all up. I move a little closer, trying to see who it is. Then I saw his baby mama in tears holding his kid. I'm standing here nervous as I can be. It was nothing that could prepare me for what I'm finna see. I'm praying this is a dream and I'm about to awake. But the closer I got, the more I realized fate wasn't finna change for me. And why would I think so? My homie had a date with death he had to make, though I'm feeling eerie. I'm lifting up the yellow tape. By the time I get to the scene, they rolling this away. I wonder what's under the sheet. My knees get weak to the point I had to take me a seat. Deep when they put it down that she was raised around what was once a minor statements turning major now. Never would have thought in years that my homie was suicidal. Had it all, money and kids and a wife that read the Bible. They say it's life and death in the tongue. He had his reasons, I should have believed him. Another soul no longer breathing, hate to say it, but this one here been heavy on my conscience. My nonchalantness just took a life over some nonsense. Thinking it's murder, but homicide saying self-inflicted by the way the body was sitting. Brains in the kitchen, who could have predicted? But the detective who was fishing spoke up that the family had to see dad in his position. All I remember was us doing what we did to survive in these streets where we lived. We was kids growing up in this environment. Nothing but trouble, you either struggled or you hustled. Folded the bubble, grade school till we dropped out. We had a plan, we was either finna be rich or die like a man. We did it all for the love of the hood. Every journey, imagine seeing your dog lifeless across a gurney. I wonder what was going on. You should have said that you was feeling bad. I could have talked you out of that, but never will I see you again. Nor with your kids, nor with your family or your friends. It's the end. Not even words I write in this song can right that wrong. Is gone and life goes on.
Yep, you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Shop Talking Randomish with King Insane. I am Will Sane.
It's your boy Rick King. I am in the building. I am on the boards. I am behind the glass. I am. I shall be. I am.
The super producer Greg is in the building. Greg, say what up.
Sure.
Yo.
Rick Homeboy Tick is in the house.
We got Big Tick in the building. Tick Master.
What's happening?
Oh, Big Tick, my bad.
Tick Master. It's Tick Master. Tick Master. Side dog.
Y'all gotta write down names for me. What's titles? All right. Put it in front of me, I'll read it.
Side dog Tick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know I got a little story. I always gotta have a little story about 10 years ago. I was working at a group home, right? Mm-hmm. And the group home, I was a supervisor, and we had to go visit different facilities. Hey, Will, you know how you know your homeboys, but you don't know what the hell your homeboys do?
Yeah.
Okay, I walk
or
into
your, or your spouse.
Yeah, your spouse sometimes. Yeah. So, I walk into a facility because, like I said, as a supervisor, we was going to visit different facilities and see the services that they provide for our kids.
Yeah.
Because I was running the group home. So I walk in the facility, my homeboy standing there. What you doing?
You ain't expecting them?
Nah, I was
Didn't know he was
not
gonna be
expecting
there.
him to be there. So at this point, we was in the same thing. We was doing the same thing. We was trying to take care of kids, trying to make kids better. And that's why Kevin is here tonight. Because like I said, tonight conversation is about the holidays are coming up.
Yep.
And with the holidays coming up, everybody's getting ready. It's a festive time. You got everybody putting up the trees, cooking good. But there's a different side to the holidays. And the other side to the holidays is you got some people who has lost people.
Yep.
You got people who is just not in a good way. You got people, and at that time, me and you, Kevin, was servicing kids
Right.
who didn't have homes.
Right.
So the holidays are very different for the community of people that we were servicing.
Yeah. See, so you know, growing up like that, growing up with your family, a lot of us don't even we don't even think about that.
No,
you don't even think about those kids who don't have that.
You totally
family.
take it. Totally take it for granted.
Yeah.
And no,
Be some badasses in the house, and you got a good house you live in. And you still want to be some badasses.
But I didn't think about it until I was on the job.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think
it's oblivious to you, man.
Because up until I was on the job, you don't realize that some of the kids you go to school with or in school are some of these same kids that are in some of these homes, in some of these centers, in some of these group homes and things. You don't think about it until it's in your face.
Yeah.
But so that's why tonight is a special program. And I am a victim of this, which is one reason why I wanted Kevin to be here, because once me and my wife divorced and the holidays came around, I woke up one morning and my kids, we trying to figure out where the kids gonna be. Are they gonna be with you for Christmas? Are they gonna be with you for Thanksgiving? Are they gonna be with you for?
Yeah.
And the realization of not being with your kids, to me, it hurts.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. And to me, I'm not a holiday guy, but Thanksgiving is something special for me because Thanksgiving was always about family.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Growing up, I mean,
everybody
was cooking. Somebody was cooking. We was coming together. We was cooking. And after we ate at our house, we might have went to Kevin's house or a Connie house or somebody else. And we were eating as a family. And it was family. And for the first time, I remember the first time after me and Sean's split up, we didn't have that initial because my kids, my baby girl Anaya, when she was first born, every year we got ready for Thanksgiving, she got sick. Some reason around Thanksgiving she got sick. So me and Sean,
that damn turkey.
Yeah. Something about we had to get up and now we got to scramble and create our own Thanksgiving at home. But that became an event. Mm-hmm. And then once Zay got here, it happened with Zay. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. So it became an event. And when it was taken away from me, it wasn't as special.
Right.
The holidays weren't as special.
It wasn't that Thanksgiving didn't have the same meaning, even though I can ride the asses and kick it with but at that time I had my family, and now me and my family is not together.
Right.
You know, it happened to me. I feel it happened. The holidays sort of died down when the big mamas died.
Right.
When that female who was the
That
head of
matriarch.
the matriarch of the collective family.
Right.
Not just your immediate family, but of the collective family.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it started dying down. And I believe my mom was that for my family. So I used to always travel home. I think I used to always travel home for Thanksgiving. Used to always travel home for Thanksgiving. But when my mom passed, it was no need for me to travel home for Thanksgiving anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like me, Doc, and the kids, we really didn't. We do our own thing, but it wasn't the same thing as I grew up with.
Yes.
Right.
You know, and
Yes.
so now what we did was we would go around and service the do the Meals on Wheels. So I think that's the thing that you have to start thinking of your own traditions now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's sort of like how can I put it? That's sort of like that's not the norm, especially for us guys.
No.
Especially for being a guy like not judging you.
No, you can say it.
But I'm pretty sure that you probably like me. I'm not that creative with trying to create traditions.
Bro, I know.
That's the woman's
To me,
job.
and I don't want to sound sexist.
Yeah.
but
The woman is the creative tradition.
Y'all stepping on toes. Now.
I'm telling you.
But I'm not trying to sound sexist.
I think that's a superpower,
No,
Joe.
but yes.
I think that's a superpower that women have is that you're the person who creates tradition.
Yes.
And I'm like, I go along with whatever tradition you create because I'm not that creative person.
For real. And you missed that. Okay, baby, what
we gonna do?
what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, what we supposed to
baby,
do?
what I'm supposed to do?
I messed up last year. I apologize, Doc. Me and Jay stand.
So got a question. What about the ladies who don't want to hold that role?
Then I don't.
Then what?
Then that's why you single.
See Cam, you got to come. You got to make an
That's why
appointment
she's
to come
single.
back on another. You got to make an appointment to come back on another show and talk about the ladies that don't. Because we ain't talking. But you are correct.
Yeah.
Because these times are different. But see, 2020 put a whole nother issue out there
Right.
with the whole thing, with the traditions, because even with your close family, you might not be able to come together.
That's correct.
So Kevin, I'm gonna ask you, since you out there in this, what is this around this time? What have you seen in your profession that makes you stop and probably give more thanks when you at home with your people? What are you seeing? How do you go about dealing and helping your clients, the people that you work with, deal with this?
Well, first of all, before you can help the client, you got to help yourself.
Holla, boy. What would you say? Hold
Because
on,
just
turn your mic up.
because you're a therapist doesn't mean that you know it all or you have it all together.
Yeah.
So we all experiencing this stuff together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to check yourself as a therapist first.
Okay.
And then you reach out and try to help your clients. Mm-hmm. So around this time, you got a lot of clients who don't have family members or family members that they've died or they just don't have that connection anymore.
Yes.
So they tend to either get more depressed or more anxious. And when that happens, they start longing for the past. They start thinking about what it used to be. Like going to Big Mama house when she used to do the turkey, do the macaroni, or whatever that is, right?
Yep. Because some people don't want to do stuffing no more.
Nope.
Hold up, bro. No, nobody eat no stuff.
What?
Where you from?
You don't eat stuffing no more?
Dressing.
We do dressing.
Y'all know what I mean.
It's dressing.
No, we don't know what you mean.
Oh, my
Dressing.
bad.
Dressing.
My bad.
No,
Dressing.
dressing.
My bad. Dressing.
Man, you in the dirty South, boy.
Yeah, people don't want to do
No,
dressing.
and he from Spaceboro.
We
Oh,
do
you
dressing.
and you.
My bad.
Wow.
I've been drinking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Whenever you mess up, just say you've been drinking.
It brings out the suburbs. In you.
It brings out the suburbs where I live, all right? I live by Conway. I live by fans of Conway Twitty
Yes, sir.
and Garth Brooks, all right? So, yeah, it does bring that up.
So make you think of stuff.
Yeah, it made me think of stuff.
The stove top, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the bottom. Okay.
No, we don't. We definitely the dressing.
Dressing.
My bad.
Dressing. Cornbread dressing.
Yeah.
Statesboro folks, I apologize, Whitesville. Let me get back to my gangsterism.
So, Tick,
What's up?
what do you? Okay, so that's a great point you made. So, what do you, as a therapist, around this time, what do you start doing to prepare yourself to get yourself ready for this type thing? And after you answer that question, I got a second part to that question.
Oh, wait a minute. You better ask me one
I know, that's
question
what
at
I'm
a
trying to
time.
tell you. Ask one question first.
You
then
old?
then do
You
the second
can't
question.
retain?
No, bro.
Oh, okay, well, we gonna
I
Brain
can't
don't work like
retain.
that, buddy. I can retain a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you
One
off
question at
you
a
off the
time.
clock. You off the
Just
clock.
like when I talk to my clients in couples therapy, we try to tackle one issue at a
One
time.
issue at a time. Okay, one question at a time.
One question
So
at a time.
so what do you do coming up to the holiday season to prepare yourself to help your clients?
That's a good question because again, it's all about planning. Because holidays, there's the term they use is holiday blues or seasonal depression or whatever that is, right?
That's the name of the show, Holiday Blues.
Yeah,
Remember that, Greg?
Yeah, holiday blues. So if you know that around the holiday time that there's a propensity for you to become depressed or anxious or whatever, you got to put a plan together. And part of that plan is, okay, it's September. I know in September, we're getting closer to November. And November is a time when most people start experiencing a lot of the holiday blues.
Yep.
So you put a plan together. So if you can't go to Big Mama house like you used to, why don't you go and help somebody?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you help another family who's in need, right, that makes you feel better.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
That,
You're
that,
absolutely
that's
correct.
That's helped, and that's why I think Doc a lot because she put that plan together and said, okay, we're going to go out every Thanksgiving and we're going to go do meals on.
Right.
I want to start.
I was so thankful for her.
I really do want to start doing that myself. Now, quick, Kevin, the second part of the question 2 to that's off that first question. Are you an empath?
Am I a what?
What is-
Okay.
what is that?
An empath is a person that takes in everybody's problems and they kind of take them in to themselves and kind of make it them. What do you do after you sit in and to decompress, to get this out of your system so when you go home, you're not taking it home to wreck your holiday?
Gotcha.
All right.
So what do you do?
Quick definition of empath: a person with the. This ain't Webster. Okay, a person with the paranormal ability to apprehend the mental or emotional state of another individual. So you like feel everything another person feels.
That's it. But that's like what? They say
It says paranormal ability.
paranormal. That's like ghost stuff.
Turn your mic on.
What it means in our term is we take on somebody else's problem and make them our own.
Gotcha.
So-
So how I like to look at it is, I have the ability to sense or to connect with somebody who may be struggling. Because again, it's intuitive for me. So I think that's where you're going with the whole empath.
Yes, sir.
thing.
Yes, sir.
So it's intuitive to me.
You knew what I was doing, so why you look like
I'm gonna make you work. So
Lee, come get your brother.
so it's intuitive to me,
Yeah.
and I observed. So Rick, you remember when we grew up? Was I the loud one?
No.
I sat back and I observed.
No.
So I knew who was doing what and when they was doing it.
Yes.
Did you go back and tell?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
people felt comfortable doing whatever they needed to do around me.
Bruh.
You gotta watch
Him
that-
and Mike.
Watch that quiet one.
Hey,
boy.
and that too. Him and Mike. Like I would tell anybody, if it wasn't for Kevin and Mike, plenty nights, we would not be who we are today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here today.
Yes. And him and Mike would knock him out. We ain't gonna talk. That's a whole nother show. That's a whole.
You're a
nother-
different person now.
I've matured.
You're mature.
Yeah, I've grown. I'm seasoned now.
You help him now.
Yeah.
You help him now.
Hey, so okay. So let me I guess just a random question. So with kids, I understand that whole putting the IP together. What about the adults?
What's IP?
Individualized plan.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to break it down
I'm
for
sorry.
us.
But what about the adults? Someone that do you deal with like personal accounts, people that's not in a center, some grown folks?
I mostly deal with grown folks now.
Okay. So are you do you put together IPs for them, individual plans,
No,
for them? How do you go along with them? Because I know in kids, when we had the group home,
Right.
we had an IP. And we had to go with their IPs and make sure that this kid is da-da-da-da-da-da-da at this time, so we know how to handle that. But
yeah, what we do, we put together a treatment plan.
okay.
So whatever problem they got, you know what I'm saying, we try to figure out, okay, how can we resolve this problem? And then we put interventions in place to see how we go about doing it. And then we just measure it over time. And if it's not working, then we make adjustments to the goal. Or we make adjustments to the interventions.
Do you deal with a lot of suicide people with a lot of suicide ideations during this time of year?
Not as many, but it's there.
Is there?
Now, it's important to understand, in working in the mental health field, that a lot of people are not going to tell you that they're suicidal.
True.
Because the fear is, if I tell you that I'm suicidal, then you're going to put me in a hospital.
Correct.
Yes.
You're going to think I'm crazy and put me in a crazy home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people going to suffer in silence.
Yeah. Which is, and that's the thing that we need to get it out to more and more people is that go seek help. If you feel something isn't right, then guess what? Something isn't right. And it's okay to actually go seek help. You know, and that's one thing about our community is that we've always been told, you know, black man, you got to be tough. Black woman, you got to be tough. Yeah, man up. You know, you got to you're weak if you go tell somebody about your problems. Or, you know, I just had it's very enlightening. I had a conversation with my ex-wife the other day, and her and I was talking, and we talked about how it's crazy how we can actually just be honest now about things. And we had
Ain't it crazy how that works?
It's crazy how we can just be honest
You have to be
now.
apart to be honest.
Yeah, and so we had a conversation, and it was about I told her that, you know, when we were in a life skills class together back in the days, I said, you know, I was so mad, and she's probably gonna kill me when she hears this, but it's the truth. But I said I was so mad at you because
Dana, call in.
no, it's not Doc. It's not Doc. It's not Doc.
I'm just messing with you.
It's not Doc. But so I was like, you know, I was so mad because we were at this life skills class, and in the life skills class, they're telling us that, hey, you got to be honest in here. And I'm sitting there telling her the whole time, like, yo, you got to be honest so that we can work this thing out.
Right, but you faking.
And she telling me the whole time, I ain't gonna tell these people the truth about me. You ain't think I'm crazy. But now, the other day, we have a conversation, and she's like, oh, I'm very honest. I tell the therapist everything. And why would you do it when back then, in the 90s when we were together?
Yeah.
And she was telling me, she was like, yo, back then, yeah, she wasn't that mature yet.
Yeah,
she wasn't at
but
that level.
That's a very good point. You know, therapy doesn't work unless you're honest.
Correct.
You know, so you have people with different agendas that come to therapy.
Relationships don't work unless you're honest. If you got to be the real person.
So let me ask. So how do you get through that? How do you? Because I'm sure you've been in this business long enough. You've been observant long enough to know when somebody's kind of not telling you the truth. Mm-hmm. How do you get past that with the client? What do you do to get them to open up to tell you? Or do you let, hey dog, come on man?
Patience. Yeah, because a lot of people that come to therapy is already sensitive. They're already feeling a certain kind of way. Now they got to expose, you know what I'm saying, their innermost thoughts to a stranger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to take time for that client to adjust to you. Mm-hmm. And we call that building a rapport. All right. So once that rapport is building or is built, that's when you see, you know what I'm saying, some more truth coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody who goes to therapy, if you go 1 or 2 times, it can help, but it may not last.
Yes.
You got to use the tools that they give to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that you walk out with. You got to use those tools. If you don't implement those tools, you're not gonna get better, people.
Okay, I ain't got but one problem with therapy.
You shouldn't have any problem with therapy.
No, I love therapy, and I'm trying to. Believe it or not, this is probably the most return conversation we've had in the barbershop because I believe in it so much. But my only problem with therapy is the price.
Okay.
The cost for people like that come from where we come from, who need it probably the most, they can't afford to get it.
True.
Or me dealing with the VA and they tell me you only have 6 sessions.
That's it. You get 12 now.
I changed to 12.
12. I need more than 12. Because
exactly. 12 is not enough.
I know. Let me tell you what I know about Rick Kane. Rick Kane need to see a therapist every week for the rest of his life. I really need that. So, is there ever going to be a time when therapy is so that we all can get it the way we need it, especially black men? And I'm really caping for black men because we've been the ones that have been told that, dog, you don't do that. You man up.
Yeah.
Is there ever going to be a time when it's going to be so that we can do that and have it consistently at a price that we can afford it?
Vote January 5th for Reverend Warnock.
Is Reverend Warnock? No. No. Because the church. No. Don't do that.
Now I'm telling you why. Hold on,
No.
stop.
Let me tell you about the church and therapy.
I'm not talking about the church. I said vote.
But he's a reverend.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Vote January 5th, Georgia, for Reverend Warnock and John Ossoff. So that way the Democrats can run the freaking Senate. They can run the House. They can run the White House. And then now you can ask Joe Biden to do something about the cost of health care in this country again.
So in other words, you didn't give me a plan. Because let me tell you about.
Well, I got a cool question.
Go ahead.
Now, I don't know if you do this. I don't know if like therapists who have someone come into the office do this, but do you do like the teletherapy, like through the apps, to where you chat with someone on the phone or do a video conferencing kind of session? Are those more affordable?
Same price.
No, they can be
I didn't know
affordable.
if they
It
were.
just all depends on where you go through, because they got a number of sites that are up now, or companies that are up now, where you can do telemedicine or telehealth, and they have different dynamics to it, where you can pay a monthly fee. It all depends on how much you pay. Will give you the accessibility to that particular therapist, whether it's via text, via video conferencing, or whatever.
Yeah.
So they make it affordable, but again, the access, may not be as much.
I'm also say this too. All therapists are not created the same, man.
No. Absolutely not.
Hey,
No.
So
I don't want to hear about your sister girl. Tell them about your
that
sister girl.
that cost cutting therapist. Hey, I big up Doc, because Doc is phenomenal at what she does. If her and I wasn't married, trust me, I'd go to her like every day about all my problems.
You know she been therapizing you since day one.
She been therapizing me forever. I know it. But I told her I'm the worst client for her. She know I'm a worst client ever too, because I tell her so much. But I told her I went to go see a therapist, and my therapist wanted to be my sister girl. She wanted to talk to me like she was like a child. Boy, come on. Like, don't talk to me like I'm off the block with you. Like I got female friends that I use that for. And so that's why I'm like, I need somebody professional. So that's why I say all therapists aren't the same.
You need somebody who's seasoned.
I think so.
Because again, you got some therapists who come into the field, they're learning how to be therapists.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the things they teach us is to gather rapport, with our clients.
Yeah.
So some therapists make an assumption based on looks, based on how people articulate themselves.
You came in with the Atlanta Hawks jersey.
No.
You probably had your MAGA hat on.
Anybody
you had your MAGA hat on?
No.
You had your MAGA hat on?
I was buttoned down. I was buttoned down, slacks, pants. I mean, I was like, to what it's like the same thing when I get those text messages in there and be like, yo, Will, what up, bro? I'm with the Joe Biden team. Motherfricker, don't be trying to hit me up with the brother talk. If I was a white man, you wouldn't be like, yo, Will, what up, bro? And so I looked at her the same way.
Profiling.
I looked at her the same way. Don't come in. I come in, I sit down. Now you want to talk to me like I wasn't using slang with you.
Yeah.
Don't use slang with me.
That's a good point. She was trying to relate. It sounds like, however, I think she missed the mark.
She very much so missed the mark.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for me having to tell Doc about her, and Doc talked me into it, you need to go see her a few more times. I'm like, that's why you're so good at your job, girl. Because you just talked me into going to see this woman some more to talk about you.
I thought I helped you go back and see it.
Well, you did too.
Cause we talk.
But it really was Doc, though, because Doc would listen better
Well,
than you.
I thought
You shot at me. Doc don't shout at me. You shot at me. I don't do well with shouting.
you listened well.
So Will,
did.
with you in therapy, has it been beneficial?
It was, but then I quit them all because I can't find that right one. I think I know
So
one.
what are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm looking for somebody who, okay, I did find one, right? And I went to her for one session. She was great. But what it was, I felt like as soon as I asked her a question, she just sat there. And then I said, wait a minute. Here's the reason why. She looked at me, she said, yeah. And I said, okay, I figured out my problem.
Yeah.
Don't need you no more. I'm out. No more money need to be paid to you. And that's what I feel. I feel like after I go like once or twice to somebody, and once I feel like I figured out the problem, I don't need you anymore.
That's good.
But it's not right.
But no, it's not.
Well,
I don't
I
think
know
wait,
it's
wait,
not
wait,
right
That's
though,
good.
because I'm not done.
What?
I know, because I'm not done. I need to keep going back, but my dumb mentality is like, I'm good.
Got a
think
question
you know
for you,
everything.
Will.
I do think I know everything.
Will, got a question for you.
So I got a car named Ike. I know everything.
How many times do you go see your general practitioner?
Whenever I need some more drugs, that's the truth.
No, ask me
No,
how,
no,
many-
what-
how many times does
I
it
need my Adderall. My
Right.
Adderall
Once
is
a
running
year,
out.
What?
6
My
months.
Adderall and my Ambien is running out, so I'm about to go see him again.
Yeah. So, but you don't want to go see him every week or every other week or every month or every 2 months or every 3 months, right?
No, I really don't like to go see him. No.
So therapy is the same way. Everybody don't got to come to therapy and then be in therapy for a long period of time.
Yeah.
You can come one time if you have an epiphany and like, oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And you go work on it and it works.
And then you're done.
But
You're
Kevin,
done.
But
Yeah, I agree.
so
Yeah, you ain't got to keep going over. I don't think.
But see,
you're right
Kevin,
about it. You ain't gotta keep
I
going
think
back,
I
back,
need-
back, back.
I need regular counseling.
What does that mean?
What's your issue? Like, I mean, what is your issue? What
It
you
could
think
be a
your
lot
issue?
of
What you think
things,
your
man.
issue?
We
What
don't
you
have
think?
time.
I got this. Let me practice. I ain't even got a license. Let me practice. What's your issue, my brother?
I don't want to talk to you, Will,
Why not?
because I got tick in here.
Okay, Tick. Ask him what's wrong with him. So we all can know. No, let's solve it. We got 5 minutes. We can solve your issue in 5 minutes, brother.
Oh,
Let's
man,
go.
dog.
We
See,
can go to
this-
therapy
this-
session. Let
this
your
is
ass
what I
down
hate.
somewhere back there, and let's go.
Kevin, I need you to commit to something
What's up? Coming back?
regularly.
He wants you to do it for free.
I need you to
Counsel
come
him
back.
for free.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Nah, this is cool. It's beneficial. So yeah, I can do that.
I would like to have regular conversation, and what I'm gonna try to do is get questions to ask to have
That's cool.
for you,
Yeah.
because you see what we do, you see how we do.
We try to help the community.
But I am under the impression that you need mental health like you need physical health. Like I need to take my fat ass to the gym 4 times a week at least. I think I need therapy at least once a week if it's possible.
You need therapy more than you need sex, to be honest with you, fellas.
I'm
being honest with you.
I almost said.
I really think that's true.
I almost said some strong cuss words that I can't say on there.
I really think it's true, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that's true.
No, and I'm gonna defute you because I think our mental health
you can't-
affects our sex life.
Defute me.
Leave him alone.
That ain't a word.
Leave him alone.
That wasn't a
Will.
word. Great. That wasn't a word. I thought
I think you
It's
might say
refute.
refute.
Yes.
It's refute me.
Refute.
Refute.
And you're not gonna
Damn,
do
I
that.
thought I was
Close.
oh,
You were
I
close.
was hot.
You were close.
Go ahead. Hey, first of all, before I say defute me all you want, find out what defute is before I say something wrong. I thought I was and I done told him boy to do something that I really don't want
was I at least did I have almost the correct
the
meaning?
word.
Yes.
Okay.
You're
So
one letter
I,
off. One letter off.
He probably,
I thought I was in there.
no, but no. The thing is, and the reason why I say I think that guys need therapy more than they need sex is because I think a lot of us guys we think sex is the answer to a lot of things when sex isn't the answer.
Well, let me tell you why we thought that, because at one time sex was a stress reliever.
But see, that's the problem.
But
When you just look at
it
sex-
becomes a problem
because
when you're
you're-
over 40 and you
because-
can't perform
because-
sexually like you always.
And you know what? That's
and that
stress.
and now I need to go really see a therapist
Yep.
because now I can't hit it.
If you would have saw that therapist earlier at the age of 20, you'd still be able to function right in your 50s and 60s, and you wouldn't need those pills.
And now we back to Kevin. How do we, Kevin?
You gotta have more than one tool in the bag.
Bam.
Dildo? Bring
You
a
know what
dildo.
I'm saying?
No,
Oh, no. So what you talking about?
Yeah, I'm about to hit you.
Gotta
So-
take that with me?
So if sex is that go-to,
Yeah.
when you can't perform, then where you gonna go?
Yeah, that's a
Because if your mental is messed up, especially once you get a certain
And women
age,
don't
you're
understand-
not gonna perform
women don't,
sexually.
and women don't
Exactly.
understand it.
You're
They
not
think you're
gonna
cheating. Women think you're cheating, but sometimes women, y'all stress the dude out so bad, that's why he can't perform. He's so stressed. That's the truth, though.
I got a question.
Yep. Answer.
Go ahead.
Do women really stress men?
Heck yeah. Well, we stress ourselves because of the things that the
Uh-oh.
women say and the women expect.
Thank you.
Because
Way to clean it up.
because there's something that I want to bring.
We ain't got time. Boy,
I know we
2
got-
minutes. 2 minutes.
But hey,
got
we
2
gotta have a
minutes.
conversation about this. This is the conversation we gotta have.
Hey.
One day, the conversation has to be about what do you if you're having sex with somebody, is there expectations other than just the sex? Like I ain't talking about you in a relationship, but women, do you expect something of a man just because he's hitting you?
Well, that's a conversation. But see,
Yeah,
but see,
we gotta get
no,
to
let
that
me tell you what I think the problem is there. There's no conversation before you have sex.
Or it could be
No, there are
conversation, but
before.
just
The expectations after though. No, there's conversations before, but then once it starts happening, women start saying, "Well, wait a minute. If you getting this, then you should be paying a light."
But see, let me tell you about my answer to that.
that went all.
Let's
off
hold
script.
out.
Hey, but that we, hey,
We got to do 3
You
minutes.
got 1 minute.
Hey, let me say this because we gotta go. We gotta go. Real quick. Hey, I'm tell y'all right now. Hey, I already know what I want to do. I'm about to retire. In 3 years from now, I want to be the general manager for the Atlanta Hawks because they're gonna fire Travis Schlenk. Go Hawks! Fire Travis Schlenk.
call in 3 truck conversion tomorrow.
I do for $150,000.
Tick.
What's up?
Thank you.
My
Give us
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Could you please give the people something to try to help them through the holiday season real quick?
Yeah. So holiday season's coming up. It's not gonna be festive for everybody. So if you know somebody who may be struggling, reach out, text them, video chat, or just stop by the house. I know we got this whole COVID thing going on, but at the same time, if you got somebody who's struggling, COVID may not be the one that take them out.
No gatherings of 10 or
Amen.
more.
Amen. Sure. Big sure. G. Thank you. And don't you ever do that ish again no more.
It wasn't my fault, man.
Don't you ever do that ish
It wasn't
again
my
no more.
fault.
Man, we were back to one take, one shot.
It was not my fault,
Don't you
man.
do that ish no more. Hey, y'all know what time it is. It's about that time to sweep the flows, clean the clippers. Since G had us looking crazy last
Nope.
week, you got the bathroom.
Well, don't go in there.
The shop is closed.
Get out.
Same. Miss Starlight. We're talking randomly.